Hey guys, how are you doing? And as promised, today we got the Lamborghini Sians. So we got the regular version right here, chase version right here. I'm really excited about these, so let's get into it. This is the Lamborghini Sian FKP 37 presentation model. Very nice green with the copper wheels. Lamborghini badge on this side of the box. Mini GT and forest green on this side. There's your Lamborghini licensing sticker, your TSM licensing sticker. There is your UPC with all the details, and let's crack this thing open. And as you can see, I already opened this one. I was really excited when it came in because this one, the regular version, came in way before the Chase did, because that's unfortunately just how it works. I get the regular models way before we get the blistered versions, so yeah, when the Lamborghinis come in, I always get the Chases, so we usually have to wait a little bit longer than desired to look at the Lamborghinis, just because I like to do the Chases with the regular versions, because that makes sense, right? Anyways, here is the car. Beautiful, beautiful green metallic paint. That classic, like, foresty green metallic color of the Sian. Very nice car. Very, very nice paint. You can see all the like glitter in there. Very, very cool. The wheels are kind of like a bronze copper color, like a very light bronze color, and you can see that most of it is like that copper color, but actually, like, kind of around this outer lip and then kind of on these like main spokes, it's actually silver. So it's kind of like a two-tone color wheel, which is kind of interesting. I actually thought that these were just like bronze, but I guess not. I mean, unless this is not accurate, which I can't really imagine Mini GT would do something that's not accurate, but it's kind of cool how it's two-tone. We'll have to take a look at the real car once we're done looking at it. We'll have to take a look at the real car and see if that's actually the case. But as you can see, we've got the Lamborghini Shield logo in the center of the wheel, and it actually looks pretty good. It's legible. You can clearly tell that that is the Lamborghini logo, so I like that a lot. Right here in the center, front and center, we've got this big air intake that feeds air into the engine bay, and it is all it's carbon fiber on this back triangle of the door, and that includes the door handle right there. And then the carbon fiber runs into that vent as well. And then the outside of the vent right here is actually carbon fiber as well. So very nice. We've got a little bit patch of carbon fiber right here behind the wheel, and then also this running board right here at the bottom of the car is also carbon fiber, goes all the way. So very nice. And then more carbon fiber coming up around the wheel a little bit back here. So very nice, lots of carbon fiber on this one. And if you look right here on the window, kind of under it, there's like a little lip underneath or behind this door panel, and it actually is carbon fiber all the way in here. By the way, what do you guys think of my new pick? So now, instead of using my big fat fingers, now I can actually point out some of these details with this pick. I don't know. I really like it. Let me know what you guys think about this. Anyways, going along to the front right here, we've got a little white painted piece right here. I believe that's probably some sort of reflector coming around to the front. Very nice looking car, just very aggressive. So very cool. I like the headlights on this one. So I think right here is actually like a bulb, like an LED bulb. And then we obviously have like the daytime running lights in this white kind of like a Y pattern right here. So it looks really good. Actually, I believe this is the same headlight pattern that they're going to use for the Revuelto. I think that's how Revuelto. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, I think it's a car that's replacing the Aventador, but it has the same style of headlight as you can see in the picture right here. So very, very nice. And then all in this headlight housing, it is all carbon fiber, and this carbon fiber runs up above the fender and all the way back to right in front of the mirror right here. So that carbon, there's a little channel, and that carbon runs all the way up to the headlight housing. So it's really, really nice. And then right here, it doesn't look like there's any sort of air intake on this hood. It's just kind of a flat hood, but all the front where the grille would have been, it's all carbon fiber in here, which is nice. And then this carbon fiber pattern runs around the side and down to the wheel, and then it continues on down the side of the car. So really nice. This thing is just littered with carbon fiber, which I will never complain about. Really, really awesome. So yeah, on this side you can see more. There's actually, I don't know if it's acrylic, but it looks like there's headlight housing back in here. I don't know if that's actually lensed off though. I can't really tell, but right here we've got this little angled piece, well, kind of like an angled piece coming down right here after the hood ends. Looks really nice. There is our Lamborghini badge front and center. Looks really good. Oh my gosh, that paint is so nice on this one. I love it. Coming around to this side, pretty much the same exact thing. We've got the air intake right here, and it actually goes a decent ways back in there. So that's nice. It doesn't just end right here and it's not painted black. It goes deep down in there, which is nice. Carbon fiber all in here. Carbon fiber down here. Carbon fiber there. Carbon fiber everywhere. So the mirrors, of course, just like all mini GTs, they are rubber. There is the fuel filler right there. It's kind of it's like golden black. And then, yeah, pretty much same details on this side, but going along to the roof, we've got, I believe this is probably like a sunroof or a moonroof right here. So this is all acrylic, like the windows are. So I believe this is lensed off because it's like a moonroof type thing. And then back here, we've got the Italian flag design on both sides right here, kind of past the back windows. And then right here is your engine bay cover, and it's got a little ridge that runs down the center, and it is all carbon fiber. There's a couple little, I don't know what you'd call them. It's like, as Diecast Alfie would say, it's kind of louvered off right here, and there's a lot of carbon fiber in here, and then just some black plastic. I think it looks really nice contrast for the back end of the vehicle. But it kind of comes down to a point back here, and then there's no wing on this one. Now you wouldn't really call this a spoiler. There's no wing on this one, but interesting about this one, on the back side right here, there's actually like, I guess you would call these like fins. They come like kind of up and over like the rear headlight housing on both sides. So it's kind of like fins, and there is a number 63 right here. I think that is to honor the year that Lamborghini began their company, I think. In 1963, and this piece right here, this little fin piece, kind of wraps all the way down to the bottom of the wheel, or midway through the wheel. It's all carbon fiber, looks really nice. The only thing that's kind of weird to me is that it's not carbon fiber on the back side of this. It's kind of like it's the same color that the 63 was on the front. So I don't know why they didn't do carbon fiber on this side either. But I mean, either way, it looks good. It is really small anyways, so I guess it's kind of hard to tell. But there is a little opening in these little fins. On the back side, we've got Sian FKP 37 on the license plate right there, outlined in gold. Looks really nice. There's like a supplemental brake light right here, or a reflector going across the center. Beautiful brake lights. It's the same. It looks like the same brake lights that they did on the new Countach as well. So it looks really nice. These plastic pieces that the LEDs are on actually go pretty far back into the car right here, so that is nice. On this one, really cool, the carbon fiber, the rear diffuser is all carbon fiber, and it actually goes pretty far back on the bottom side of the car, so I really like that. Looks really nice. I like the rear end of this car. It's clean, but it's also got some really nice angles and details. So, and I guess these little fins that go on the top also come down, and they kind of act as like fins right behind the rear wheels as well. So that is nice. We've got our exhaust in black right here. They're kind of like a nice, they're not just circular, it's kind of like a nice angled design on the exhaust tips right here. So that is the Lamborghini Sian FKP 37 presentation. So we will get a pic of it so you guys can compare it to the real version. I think it looks pretty dang accurate because I've seen the real car. I haven't seen the real car in person, but I've seen a lot of pictures of it, and I think it looks pretty dang good. So that is the car. Now we will take a look at the chase version. So let's get it cracked open, shall we? All right. Plastic coming off. Let's take a look at the box. It is exactly the same, so we don't need to take a look at it. There's your licensing. All right, take a look at the card. Really, really nice. I don't know. This obviously isn't a real, well, I don't know. It might be, this might be a real photograph on it, but it almost looks a little bit too sharp to be a photograph. So I'm thinking that this is probably a render. But the background is really nice. It looks like we've got some palm trees going up right here, some nice flowers and grass, a little sidewalk. It looks really, really good. I like the art on this one. This is Miho Exclusives Chase version, 1 of 4,800. So that means that there are only 200 of these chases in circulation. Again, number 529 on the back. Not much, just a little bit about MJ Toys and their social media. Again, on these newer models, we have the rectangular window so that you can see the back of the box through it. Really like that. So here's the car, plastic insert as always. And as far as I can tell, the only thing different about the Chase model is the wheels. Of course, they always change the wheels on these, but they didn't color match the interior and they did not color match the bottom of the car. So, a little unfortunate. I wish they would have at least color matched the interior, but I also understand why they didn't do it on this one, because usually when they color match the wheels, usually it's just, they just change the wheel to one color. But since the wheels on this are kind of like a two-tone, the regular version, it's like bronze and silver, I get why they didn't just change the interior to silver, because they actually kind of two-toned the wheels on the Chase as well. So as you can see, like the main spokes of the wheel and this kind of like outer portion, everything that was bronze on this model is now black. And everything that was kind of silver on the regular model has stayed silver, but it's a more clear silver color. So all this, it's the same exact wheel. It looks like a different wheel, it really does, but it's the same exact wheel. You can see there's like all these little smaller black spokes in here, and instead of being bronze, they're now black. Of course, I already said that, but I think it looks really clean. It looks really nice. It's kind of like a five spokes flower pattern, and I think it looks really good. Definitely much different than the regular version for sure. Zoom out a little bit. It's definitely much different than the regular version. Just looking side by side, the Chase is quite a bit. It looks like a totally different model just because of the change on the wheels. So with that being said, I don't mind them not changing the interior, because this just looks like a whole nother model. It looks really, really clean with the silver and black. So hey guys, sorry for the little choppy pause just now. I got done filming and I realized that I wanted to actually compare this Lamborghini Sian by Mini GT. I wanted to compare it to the poster cars version of the Sian, because I know a lot of people are interested in the poster cars, and I figured it would be a fun comparison to see how this stacks up to the poster cars, or in other words, how the poster car stacks up to the Mini GT. So let me grab that real quick. So there is also a teal version of this, just like in real life, there's a teal version of the poster cars. Of course, if you have not seen my poster cars videos, definitely go check it out. I have reviewed every single one of these poster cars that has come out, so go check it out. But I just pulled out the green one for this video because that's what we have here. And so here's the poster cars. Lamborghini Sian FKP 37, same exact car that we just took a look at. But as you'll notice on this one, everything that's carbon fiber on the Mini GT back there is only black on this one. So we took a look at the real car earlier when we were looking at this regular version, but as you can see, there's no carbon fiber. I don't know if it's accurate to not have carbon fiber, and I don't know if it's accurate to have carbon fiber. So obviously we will have cleared that up in the last picture we shown, but just for the sake of it, we'll show another picture, different angle of the Sian, to see if it has carbon fiber, because I'm really curious. If it does have carbon fiber, then obviously the poster cars is going to be pretty inaccurate. If it doesn't have carbon fiber, then I wonder why the Mini GT would. But I'm thinking, since Mini GT did carbon fiber, I'm thinking this one This car does have carbon fiber, and poster cars just didn't do it. Maybe they don't have the capacity to do pad printing like that. But if you look on these rear fins back here, obviously they're not carbon fiber, they're just black, but we'll leave that alone. There's no 63. There's no 63 on the rear fin like there is on the Mini GT. See that number 63 right there? No 63. The rear end looks pretty much the same between the two, except for the black plastic is glossy on this one, and it's more of like just like a matte plastic. And also, of course, the rear diffuser and the bottom side of the car are just plastic on this one instead of actually being carbon fiber. The engine bay is a bit different. As you can see, this one, the poster cars has like acrylic inserts in here where you can actually see through to the engine. And this engine piece is actually kind of loose. I can wiggle it. But this one has acrylic lensed rear hatch. This one, everywhere where this one has acrylic, this one is carbon fiber. So I don't know what's accurate. Hopefully we can tell from the picture. Again, has the same moonroof or sunroof. Front end, I mean, they look pretty similar. They really do look pretty similar. They both look really good. Obviously, the poster cars has some color on the steering wheel and the interior. But just from the sides, they look really good. But one thing I did notice as well is that the wheels are different on both of these. So on the poster cars, they're just kind of a bronzy color. And then on Mini GT, they're bronze, and they also have the silver we were talking about on the spokes. So I don't know what's more accurate, really. I don't think the poster cars are going to be super accurate. I think Mini GT was closer. But aside from these having brake details and Mini GT not, I think they're pretty similar as far as the casting goes. But I also did notice that the paint is a bit different too. So the paint on the Mini GT right here is lighter in color. This is much darker. This is more like a forest green. This is kind of a lighter green. They are both metallic. They are both really nice paints, but very, very different hue. You can see Mini GT much lighter, poster cars much darker. So the paint's different. The color of the wheels is different. The poster cars does not have carbon fiber, whereas the Mini GT does. The poster cars does not have the 63 right here, whereas the Mini GT does. But aside from those major details, they're pretty close. The casting itself is really, really close. So kind of interesting to look at. They're definitely much different from each other. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that comparison. We will get back to the outro on the other video. Yeah, really, really like these two. I hope you guys liked them too. If you did, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Of course, we have awesome content 3 times a week on the channel for you guys. So if you don't want to miss out, definitely drop a like, and we will see you guys in the next video.